Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your February 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. As always, just a quick reminder to check out the video for your rising sign as well if you know it. That can give you some more information or clarify some things in this very general sun sign reading. If you would like a private reading with me, I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you would like to set up an appointment. It can take a few days for me to get back to you. Just depends on how many people are ahead of you, so please do be patient. I will contact you when it's your turn in the line, so to speak. So also wanted to reiterate, as I mentioned in my 2015 yearly overview video, that I will be offering an online rune class. This is gonna run from February 23rd through April 3rd. It's a 6-week course. It's $185, and the full payment is due by February 19th. It is entirely possible that by the time I get this video edited and uploaded, that the spaces that I have available for that class will be filled. I am limiting that to 26 students only because I feel like that's a number that I can handle and balance my other life responsibilities. So that's the cutoff. It's just really the first 26 people that sign up and pay that we'll go ahead with. But if you are interested in that, definitely go ahead and drop me a line, because I can put you on the wait list for the next class that I will probably be offering in the summertime. So you can kind of get a jump on that one and definitely remain on the list until, and I can get the information out to you in a more timely fashion. This is the first time I've done this, so it's all a bit of an experiment. If all goes well, I will be offering those on a regular basis throughout the year. So definitely let me know if you are interested. But let's jump into February 2015 for Scorpio. Okay, and I pre-shuffled the tarot cards as I always do in these videos because it's in the essence of saving time as I cast the runes and turn them over. Okay, Scorp. It's interesting. Okay, this same card, Six of Swords in reverse, just came up for another reading. I do believe it was Gemini or Aquarius. But let's just see here. What's coming up is the focus for February. Some of you may be dealing with legal proceedings. I think this came up in your yearly overview. Some of you may be dealing with delays around that, and some of this may be a family conflict. It may be a divorce. It may be, issues or litigation with somebody you were once connected to, that you feel like you can't fully move forward until this is resolved, whatever this is. So your focus is on getting this resolved and getting it resolved in a fair way. But you may feel like you're being asked or expected to give up too much for this. So, and that may be why you can't leave it behind, or maybe you were asked to give up too much or expected to give up too much in a legal proceeding, or you felt like you had to sacrifice too much and you can't let this go. There's something about an unfairness or a sense of fairness in February, Scorpio, that you're feeling like it wasn't fair. You had to sacrifice too much. Now, for some of you, this may not have anything to do with you. It may have something to do with your mother or a mother figure. So, I mean, it could be that you feel like your mom was taken advantage of in some way, or that your mom has been treated, poorly or unfairly. And, you may be looking for a way to turn this around. Some of you may just be concerned about your mom and her health, emotional, mental, or physical. It'll be different for all of you. You may just be, trying to take her mind off something, or trying to get her to achieve balance in some way. Maybe things are very unbalanced and it's causing conflict with other members of the family, or it is affecting her in a detrimental way. And you may be the one kind of called upon to balance this out. Trying to balance out a situation. So that's the focus. Balancing out a situation for you or so that you can move on, or for someone else so that they can move on. It's very much like someone needing to move on, but you can't. You can't let something go. You or another person, Scorpio. And again, it'll be different for all of you. This is a karmic situation, whatever it is, because this is also the rune of legalities, but you know, in the mundane sense, but this is also the rune of karmic justice. Things that are happening for a reason. We can't see it when we're in the middle of it. We're not supposed to see it. Anyway, it would change the way we do things, and it would change the value of the lessons that we learn. So just know the frustrations going on, it's just an energy. It's a lesson you're passing through, and you will get to the other side of this, even though right now maybe you can't even see. Maybe you can't even see the other vista, but I feel like intuitively a lot of you know this is going to come to an end. This is not going to be forever. Now, for some of you, this may involve a relationship that used to be romantic. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic, but, or, you know, it could be a business partnership or a family partnership or a family relationship that has just gone south. You know, maybe there have been disruptions because of choices you or someone else made. In a literal sense, this can mean you having to make a choice between two people, Scorpio. And if you've been putting this off, February could be the month that you need to make a decision. You know, if you delay this, the sacrifice could be a lot larger. And I'm getting that very clearly. So if you're in a triangle dynamic in a relationship where there are 3 people and the choice is up to you, and you know, we always have free will, we always have a choice. Staying in a triangle dynamic is only going to bring you heartache and pain, Scorpio. You're going to sacrifice too much. If you are kind of the interloper, in the sense that, you know, this is a married couple and you're the secret person, the other woman or the other man, you're only going to bring yourself, you're sacrificing finding happiness on your own, because this person is either never going to leave, or when they do, they're going to like not want any relationship with anyone. That happens sometimes. But more often they just never leave the marriage because it's cheaper to keep her or him. Divorce is a hassle. Divorce costs money. If there are children involved, it wrecks their life, you know. And, you know, why you'd want somebody like that, I don't know. If they'll do it to their marriage partner, they'll do it to you too. Now, Scorpio, some of you may be the one in a relationship that have a lover, or you have, or maybe you're just dating 2 people, and it comes to making a decision. The losses will be greater if you do not make a decision in February. That's all I'm getting. Because with this rune, the blank rune and the world card in reverse, it's like you're sacrificing everything if you don't, you are risking losing both people, essentially, if you don't make a decision. I feel like a lot of you have put this off for a long time, and it's like, it's time to pay the piper. It's time to make a decision in February. Now, for those of you who are single, I think there will be a lot of opportunities, but it may be that, you know, beware of people who are not being honest with you. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, and definitely take your time getting to know somebody. And I think a lot of you will be using your stalker type ways on the internet, and you know, that's all out there for public distribution. So, I mean, it's not, you know, essentially stalking. Sorry about that break there, Scorpio. Technical difficulties. But no, as I was saying, as long as you don't use illegal means or illegal methods of stalking, like literally physically stalking someone and invading their privacy, you know, I feel like you'll be able to find out information that someone may be keeping from you, especially if this is someone you haven't known very long. And you feel like, they seem to not be able to see me very often, or they don't seem to be making me a priority. Normally, you know, flashing red flag that they're involved with somebody else, or married, or in a committed partnership. So, I mean, this may be that you find this out in February. Your stalking and detective skills will do you well, Scorpio, in February. Now, for some of you, this could just be somebody that you know who is finding out maybe that they've been cheated on, or someone's been dishonest with them. There is a feeling of vindication regarding this, Scorpio, if it's another person. And I believe this came up for you in a previous reading, maybe last year at some point, or in the yearly overview. I can't really remember. But yeah, maybe it's a friend or someone that you said, you know what? He's never going to leave her. Maybe this is a friend that's involved with a married person, or an otherwise committed person, and you've told them, he's never going to leave this person. Or maybe they went ahead and got involved with somebody who was cheating on a partner with them, and then they did end up getting together, but you gave them that old adage, which is very true, of, well, if they'll do it to you, to someone else with you, then they're going to do it to you too. So yeah, if your relationship starts with someone cheating on someone else, you're not going to be the one to change them. Everybody likes to think that. And I don't know why. Very rarely will this kind of a person change. They have no sense of loyalty. And it has to do with them, not with who they're with. It's a deficiency within that person, but women are particularly guilty of thinking they can fix someone who is at an emotional deficit as far as being able to connect with people on an emotional level, and you can't. That's something that someone can either do or they can't. You can fix it and work towards it, but it has to be that person that makes this decision. So if you've advised someone, hey, he's never going to leave her, or she's never going to leave him, or you really want to be the third wheel here, or you really want to get involved in this situation. If you've advised someone in their relationship to, stay out of a triangle dynamic, it could be that there's some vindication happening in February, and you feeling just, kind of I told you so about it to whoever this is. If it's not you, if it is you, February is a month of decision, Scorpio. Put it off and you risk losing both of the other edges of the triangle here. Both of the other points of the triangle. Help that's going to be available to you. There is a good advancement with money. I feel like a lot of you maybe have been being more conservative with your money since the start of the year, and this could just be recovering from the holidays. I've had that coming up for a couple of other signs here, where you are, or maybe you're trying to balance the budget. You're like, okay, I'm spending way too much money here. I need to find a way to cut corners, cut costs, and so that I'm bringing in, a lot more than it's going out. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of protection around you in February. And with the Four of Pentacles, you have gains, but you're guarding them. And you're being very conscientious about decisions that you make financially, and very balanced about that. And you're going to be very focused on not overspending in February, and good for you. I do think that a lot of you are contemplating new ways to bring in income. Some of you may be thinking of looking for a better paying job. You may even be looking in February at bringing in a higher income, at promotions or at other job opportunities. This is very well started in February. So if maybe you didn't do any of that in January, or maybe if it got off to a slow start, it looks like things are going to pick up in February, particularly probably after mid-month, after Mercury goes direct on February 11th. So you can make changes. Some of you may be looking to buy a vehicle. You may be looking to buy a car. So you may be shopping around, and you're going to have a lot of help available to you to find just the right thing for just the right price in February. So that would be a great time. Again, after Mercury goes direct, so mid-month on would be an ideal time to make any large purchase, but particularly a car. Some of you may be looking for downsizing as far as like how you're living. If you feel like you're paying too much rent, or if your mortgage is too much, you may be looking to refinance or work something else out that's going to give you extra income per month. So you may be looking for a more permanent solution. So some of you may be looking to move to a cheaper place. Maybe your kids have left home and you're looking to downsize, move into a smaller place that is more economical but also more practical for you, because everybody's at different places. But you're going to have spiritual guidance when it comes to money and career, Scorpio, in February. And in fact, I don't really see any problems at all with money. Anything that you want to do in February as far as new beginnings financially. So if it is a new job, a new project you're looking to launch, expanding your business if you already own your own business, and maybe branching out, adding on more things that you offer or more services or that you provide. That is well started as well. Or just cutting expenses within a business. That can be another way that this is working in the help position, is that you're looking for cutting your losses on some things that aren't working, services that aren't working. You may have to lay off some people if you are a business owner, or, you know, people who aren't pulling their weight, people who aren't serving the business or serving the bottom line. Because let's face it, you know, what's that saying? It's not personal, it's just business. Sometimes that has to be put into effect when you're looking at, you know, is this viable? Am I spending more than I'm earning? If so, something's got to go. Something needs to be rejuvenated. And February is a month you can do that, Scorpio. And honestly, anything like that, business acumen, your spending, balancing the budget, it's all going to come very easily to you, very intuitively. It's like you already know, probably many of you going into February, what you're planning to do. You may be doing the research during Mercury retrograde, but I feel by mid-February to the end of February, you're going to be enacting whatever this new opportunity is. Now, some of you are going to be getting a job offer in February with the Ace of Pentacles. It is somebody offering you a new opportunity or a way to completely have like a career rebirth. So for some of you, maybe this is something, it may be a new job if you're already doing what you like to do, but for some of you, it may be something that you've always wanted to do and have never had the opportunity, but it's going to be really hand delivered to you in the month of February. Some of you may be using your intuition to make money, so you may be doing something like this. You may give it a go, or you may be, maybe you go to psychic fairs or something and do some readings for people, and just to kind of see how you like it. Maybe you've already taken classes or have been studying it for a while and have always wanted to kind of try doing that. I'm seeing parties too. Maybe some of you are going to be like going to or having like parties where you are the reader, psychic parties where people come to you and you read for them, and making some really good money. Whatever this is, it turns out to be a very good extra way to bring in some cash, but it's also something that you're very good at. It comes very easily to you. And everything that you intuitively, where you're following your instincts, it's going to work out well. And I feel like for a lot of you, that happens to be on the career front in February. On the career front, the money front, things are looking good. Health-wise, for those of you who have felt like, you know, I need to go get something checked out, you know, or if you've been dealing with health issues, if you just need a checkup, or if you have been dealing with health issues that you intuitively kind of felt that they were going to work out, there may be a new way forward, a new treatment, a breakthrough with that. Some of you are really maybe just, maybe you started off the new year saying you were going to get healthy, you're going to eat healthier and work out and really put a lot of focus on that this year. It seems like a lot of you are carrying that out, at least through February. Maybe some of you got delayed and are just now enacting or getting into a routine in February. And it looks like this is going to go very well. Whether you are doing this for weight loss or just doing it to be healthier, it does seem like you're going to be very happy with the progress and the results of this. It's definitely a good thing to enact. It's a good routine. And there's a lot of luck around that, as long as you can keep putting the effort into it. So that is what I see for February, Scorpio. Definitely well start on the career and money front. Relationships, it's decision time in February. So definitely, you know, decide who you want to be with. And if you're single, just make sure you get all the information. Don't rush into anything. But, you know, Scorpio, that's not really your way. But some of you out there may have a lot of fire. You may have fire rising or a lot of fire in your chart that causes you to be a little more impetuous than other Scorpios. So again, we're all snowflakes. So we're all unique and do things a little bit differently. But yeah, definitely new beginnings. And you're being conservative with money in February, but it's to a good end. And any large purchases mid-month on, you can get a really good deal on in February. So good luck with that, Scorpio, and I'll see you back here in March.